Back to Southern California Regionals. We're at day 2 action. We've got the top 4 of Denver Live coming up for you. We've got, looks like our first match is going to be in the losers bracket side. Yep. Which is going to be Vanessa, who is part of your team.
LT3 Vanessa, yep.
And Nix, who is going to be playing Lei Fang.
The one who actually eliminated me from the tournament. So she's going to avenge me.
Okay, all right. Your fellow teammate is going to avenge you. By the way, guys, this is Dr. Dog, Brian Dawson. I'm joined by
Cat Gun.
So we're here. You know, first of all, you guys didn't see any of the action from the second pool, which played out earlier this morning. We do have a few videos that I took with my cell phone camera, so you'll get to see some of those matches. They were pretty epic matches. I beat Vanessa in the winter semifinals. Had a decent match against Mamba, but ended up losing.
I feel like you wanted to talk about this pool just so you could say that last line. I beat Vanessa, but then you lost to her.
Yeah, and then
she knocked you out of the tournament.
In losers finals, Vanessa came back and beat me in a pretty close match. Went down to the final game, Janley against Mila. So you guys will look to see some of that footage because unfortunately it did not get streamed. But you know, obviously it's pre-patch footage. A lot's going to change in the upcoming patch. A lot of things happened just in those sets that you're not really going to see in the after the upcoming patch. So the competitive scene will definitely change. Right now, it looks like Master is giving Vanessa some last-minute tips. And Nix is actually a sponsored player.
Is he?
Yeah. We've actually got some interviews on the IPL channel. They're up on IPL Fighters, and we've got more going up throughout the next couple days. But we've got interviews in full. We've got interviews with Master, Vanessa, Nix, yourself actually, several of the other players, Mamba, talking some trash to Perfect Legends. You guys should definitely check that out. I don't think all of them are up yet, but they are on the way up.
Is he calling out PL? Is Mamba calling out PL?
Mamba basically put PL in his place.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So definitely make sure you guys should check that out. Again, they're not quite up there yet. I know some of them are, but not all of them are. So if you don't see them, just keep checking back. And
did you know Vanessa is a sponsored player?
Vanessa is a sponsored player, so are you
As
actually.
Yes. It was so exciting today. LT3 actually announced that we are officially sponsored and partnered up with Mad Cats.
That is super awesome. So does that mean we're going to see you guys at, like, you know, final round in upcoming giveaway tournaments?
Yes, exactly. We have a lot of plans. We'll be showing up at PAX East doing some really new and interactive stuff. And Mad Cats has massive plans coming up for 2013. So you should definitely stay tuned to what Mad Cats is up to, and LT3, of course.
Awesome.
Wink, wink.
Well, that sounds great. Are we going live here, or is this
probably a button check? Button check.
I noticed it doesn't say LT3 Vanessa up there.
No.
I know Nix is sponsored by Breezy, so I don't really know what Breezy is, but he is sponsored by Breezy, and he actually talks about it in his interview that we did with him. So, oh look, Mad Cat's LT3 Vanessa.
So Vanessa's been using Janley. Normally her main character is Hitomi. But it's interesting is that she's actually switched over to Janley, and she's been doing really well. I mean, you played against her, Janley. And I think, you know, in your first match, like, she had to kind of adapt to your melee because she had no melee experience. But Janley is so powerful. It didn't matter. Yeah, she didn't. I mean, she definitely adapted a little bit. She started shutting down my sidestep a little bit more than she was in the first match that we had. But it was really Dragon Gunner. Yeah. Like, that was it. It was Dragon Gunner. Which is bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean, that is Janley because everything else that she was doing, I was shutting down. It was just Dragon Gunner. Like, that's how she was getting a majority of her damage. And really, it was because I've been playing online. Like, these are the first offline matches I've played in probably 3 months. You know, and so my reactions were not there. Like, you can react to Dragon Gunner. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy.
Well, you get in bad habits, too, because when you're practicing online, you end up doing, or you're trying to punish an unsafe move, but it's safe, because now you're online. So it's unfortunate.
Which is really funny. I punished Vanessa left and right off move that she was doing. But it looks like we are live here in the Sakura stage. Nix as Lei Fang on the left. LT3 Mad Cat Vanessa.
As you can see, she's already whiffed 2 Dragon Gunners. She's obviously just trying to use that bread and butter for Janley. And she said her favorite move, too, is that jumping kick. Yeah. She said when she lands that, she's just imps with joy because of how...
Because when it lands, you get a guaranteed critical burst and then pretty much half-life. Yeah. So, which I got hit with that several times. But there it is now. There was no punishment there. That move is -8 on block. You can punish it, and I punished it every single time that I blocked it. We saw no punishment there by Nix. You know, and that's one of the things that happens when you're an online player, which a lot of DOA players are.
Right.
You know, you don't necessarily study frame data as much, or even if you study your frame data, you're not paying as much attention to it. So you let the opponent get away with certain things like that. But there's messing with the critical burst combo, does not finish it. Has an input error. Now Nick's putting on some pressure. Lots of whiffs there. I would have liked to see a sidestep by Vanessa on that last hit.
Yeah, that's a little DOA 5 tactics that I noticed a lot of players still haven't quite adapted to, because it's the first time you see sidestepping in DOA.
Yeah, I was sidestepping with left and right, and it certainly got me a lot of wins and a lot of damage. But getting back to this match, yet another combo there by Vanessa, although now Nick is putting on that pressure. Again, no sidestep. I'd really like to see Vanessa start sidestepping here, especially since Janley's sidestep punch is 0 on block, so you can kind of just toss it out there.
Are you suggesting she sidestep midstream from Li Fang?
Yes. Okay. So what you want to do for the most part is sidestep that last hit. So like a lot of Li Fang strings are 3-hit strings. Sidestep the last hit.
Right.
Block the first 2 and then sidestep. Like there, like you would sidestep. Even though she didn't finish the string, she would have been safe still.
I see.
And we've got Nick putting on that wall pressure. That's a nice mid kick kind of by Vanessa. She's trying to put on the pressure. She's got to be very careful here. One more hit and she'll be done. And there it was.
She thought he was going to do the low there. She kind of went for the low block.
And again, if she had just sidestepped, you don't need it. And again, she didn't punish that low block there. And again, that's probably the result of online play, because she's not used to being able to punish that, because you can't punish it online. There's that Dragon Gunner. Let's see what she falls with. Nice counter. No punishment there again. That was decent punishment, but it wasn't guaranteed punishment.
Right.
Like Nick just didn't block that low attack. Because if that is a guaranteed low throw, she didn't do it. Instead, she did down back kick, and it hit, but it didn't hit because it was a guaranteed punishment. Let's see if we're going to get critical punish. We're not. No punish again. Nick clearly doesn't know that Janley's H+K is -8. It is punishable.
And you want to make them scared of that too, because if you stop that from happening, she won't have that availability like bread and butter to safely just go into.
And the whole thing is, if you're taking all that guaranteed damage, it makes the match win that much easier.
Right. Very nice kind of comeback there. She had a great in the last round and kind of finished that off really close, but she's getting in her groove. I can tell she's getting more comfortable.
Vanessa takes the first match, and this puts Nick in a must-win situation. You see he has his headphones on. He's trying to focus. He definitely doesn't really look like he's in the best of moods. He looks like maybe he's just like, oh, man, that was not a good match. We're now on the wrap stage here. Flow, as it's called officially. There's the H+K into the guaranteed 9K for the launch. Now we're seeing a little bit of spacing here. Just run in and do it.
I noticed that he's not parrying. Like, I see he just pulled out a couple more there. But when he was playing against me, he was parrying all of my mids.
Well, you don't have Dragon Gunner.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is he can parry all he wants. It's not going to stop that Dragon Gunner.
Right.
Now, Janley is very mid-kick heavy, but as you see, Vanessa is focusing heavily on that Dragon Gunner, and it's paying off for her. Now, Nick needs to put the opposite. Now, this is my strategy against Vanessa as well. If she's relying on Dragon Gunner, you keep that offensive pressure going so that she can't do Dragon Gunner. That's exactly what Nick has been doing this round, and you can see he has a significant life lead, and there's the round for him.
I noticed that he's using a lot of those low sweep kicks with Li Fang, and that seems to what's really breaking down Vanessa's defense.
And that's another reactionary cause of online play, because that's a very slow low.
Right.
Most players, if they had played more offline matches, they'd be blocking that every time. Now, I would really like to see Nick going for, well, there it is. There's going to be the cliffhanger. Let's see if Vanessa gets it right. She needs to block the punt. Oh, see, now there she would have had to block the attack to make sure that she didn't die. So if she had known the various options there, if she had been practicing those options, she would have known I have to block the attack here, because if I block throw and he breaks it, I'm going to take damage anyway.
Right.
And Nick with that wall pressure goes for that catch throw. Vanessa has to do something here, and there it is.
Unfortunately, like, she got just kind of up against the wall for the last 2 rounds and really could not respond. What is Janley supposed to do in that situation?
Well, Janley, number one, he has a 10-frame jab. He has a sidestep attack that's 0 on block. He has an 11-frame mid. He has tools that he can use. He has to block first, though.
Right.
And we saw Nick using her catch throw, which, you have to kind of be anticipating that and just toss out a regular throw or duck. Now, we know ducking is not that fast in DOA. It will be sped up with the upcoming patch. But right now, like, sometimes you just have to kind of go for it.
Very nice low wake-up block there with punishment.
And right now, Vanessa needs to be working on getting her back away from that wall. That will do it right there. She now has a lot more room to work with in the bottom section of the home stage. And again, she needs to block that low. Like, she really needs to start blocking that low, or at the very least, start sidestepping it.
Does that stun on normal
hit? On normal hit.
It's stunned on normal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the reason why it's causing Vanessa so much issue here, because she's not pressing any buttons. It's just hitting her normally, but it stuns on normal hit, and that's the problem she's having. And we see, like, I don't think she's blocked a single one this match. You know, I've got to wonder. I wonder if Nick is using that to avoid Dragon Gunner, because it tech crouches, which means that if he tries to Dragon Gunner, it's not going to work.
Well, there was a counter there on the low kick, so maybe that's going to put him a little bit on point and get him to stop doing that breaker defense.
Well, you know, if I was Nick, I would keep doing it, because you know what? Janley's counter isn't going to do that much damage.
Yep.
And Vanessa has already shown that she's not going to block it every time. He needs to break this. He can't do it. That is a multi-part throw. He could have broken out of that second part and still been alive right now.
So the timing on that is almost like a just frame, right? Where you have to...
If Nick had performed it with just frame timing, then Vanessa could not have broken out of it. But, you know, given how Nick is playing here, nothing against him, you know, but given the fact that he's an online player and the timing is different online, it probably wasn't just frame timing.
Well, she has leaping up against the wall, too, which just works in Janley's favor amazingly. When she gets in that one combo, she almost takes about 70% of his health.
It takes a lot of damage. Yes. Trust me, I got hit with it several times.
I just noticed that when I was talking to Vanessa earlier, too, she says that as long as she lands those couple of bread and butter hits, that's what she's...
That's all she needs.
Yeah, that's all you need with Janley.
Oh, wow.
That low grab looked like it should have connected because she was ducking.
Now, see, what happened was, after the patch, that would have connected, because what happened was Janley's low throw was faster than Lei Feng's duck. So Janley's throw came out and was there long before Lei Feng was actually considered officially ducking.
Right.
And we've got Nick delaying his strings. Again, if Vanessa was sidestepping here, she wouldn't have to worry about these delays nearly as much as she is. She'd definitely be avoiding at least some of this damage. Oh, wow. And we are going to the last round of this set. The winner of this round. This is loser semifinals. So the winner of this round will move on to face whoever loses between Master and Black Mamba.
Gotta be careful on those wake-up kicks. That's unnecessary guaranteed damage that the opponent gets when you do wake-up kicks like that.
And Nick is trying to apply the pressure. You can see Vanessa wants to back up. She wants to reevaluate what she's doing, to take her time, take a breath. Now she wants to push it. Backs up again. I like the fact that she backed up there.
That's
definitely what she needed to do there.
Janley's very good with punishing people who whiff right in front of him because he's got so much reach.
Absolutely. And this could be it. Nice. That should be it if he doesn't drop the combo. He drops the combo. Oh! Wow. So he actually dropped that combo, giving Vanessa a second chance, but it's not enough because he then rushes right back in with that catch throw. Now, was that 1-1 then, right?
Ooh, yep, that is now 1-1.
Well, then I apologize because I totally thought it was already tied up at 1-1. So never mind that whole moves on thing with that one round. That was my fault. I was getting so into the match.
That actually happened to you earlier, too, when you were fighting Vanessa. You thought it was already over, and you still had to play.
And now we are back on the home stage, except we're inside the house as opposed to outside in the
Now, do you think this stage favors any one particular character?
Yes, between these two, it definitely favors Janley, because after Janley's critical burst, he can actually do a launching combo that will knock her into the ceiling.
Yeah. Okay.
So he can do multiple combos that have that. You're probably not going to see it.
Do you get a ceiling bounce to be able to continue more of a juggle?
Yeah, now you're probably not going to see it much here, but it is possible. Now, I honestly think Vanessa here needs to kind of back up and just take her time. Just really focus on Dragon Gunner more than she is. You haven't seen her leaning Dragon Gunner this round.
That catch grab, it's so good. Lei Feng's parries and catch grabs, it's just, ugh.
But the whole thing is, like, a lot of Lei Feng's telegraphed that catch grab, and I really feel that Nick is no different. It's just that Vanessa is simply not ready for it. You know, she's trying to be as offensively aggressive as she can be, and she's falling for that catch grab. And I was actually talking to Vanessa earlier, and that is her one weak point. Well, maybe not her one weak point, but one of her biggest weak points is the fact that she doesn't deal with catch grabs very well.
Right.
You know, she likes to play an offensive poking game. She likes to be able to use frame advantage to her advantage.
What does she need to do to be able to be good with catch grabs?
Well, they're slower grabs than regular grabs. So you can duck them. You can do a regular grab on reaction to get out of it. Or, you know, just do moves that tech grab.
You get a high counter grab, too, when you break their Yeah, when you break their catch grab, you get a high counter grab.
Absolutely. This is going to give you more damage.
Right.
Now, Vanessa doesn't apply pressure here. You can see that she's hesitant, probably because of that catch grab. You know, and there it is again.
Now, if she were to just counter low, assuming that kick would come out, would she be okay?
Yes, so okay. So
because Li Feng's choices after that are what? It's only a low choice, or is it a high as well?
After the catch grab?
No, after the kicks come out.
Okay, well, which kicks are you referring to?
The low sweep kick that she's doing.
There is no follow-up to that.
There's no option.
I mean, she can do whatever she wants. And, you know, I kind of like the Knicks backing up there because, you know, it's really questionable when people back up. On the wall, you can apply more pressure. And there he is going in with that sweep.
Ooh, trading hits there for this last
that
kill.
That should be it.
Oh, does he? Oh, unfortunately.
He's not going to drop it.
He
now we are down to the last round.
Now we are down to the final round. Whoever takes this advances to fight the winner between Mamba and Master.
The loser between Mamba and Master.
Right, the loser between Mamba and Master.
Now, I would really like to see Vanessa back up here. Get some spacing. Punish that, please. Thank you. I'd like to see her. Okay, now she's putting the pressure on. She's feeling confident. She wants to use that Dragon Gunner. Is she going to put it to burst? She opts to not go for it.
She's keeping the pressure. If she can just keep him up. Oh, unsafe.
I've got to assume that was some type of input error. This is going to take a lot of life if he doesn't mess this up. No, so after this, Vanessa's going to be stuck in the corner. What's he going to? He backs away. I like that because it shows that he wants to make sure he gets what he wants. Vanessa's going to back away. The next hit could decide this.
Very well.
Oh, that is not what she's doing. Oh my god. I understand what Vanessa was going for there. You know what? You had to guess he was going to do that. You know, that was, I really think that was an issue of nerves.
Yeah.
You know, because that was technically her first sponsored match.
Right.
You know, there was a lot right on the line. She is going to go home with 4th place.
Nice.
You know, according to
I'm nervous too. Like, my heart's beating for her because when it comes down to the wire like that and you're up against the wall,
it's one of those things where, you know, you get tournament nerves.
Yeah.
You know, everybody gets tournament nerves. Even the most seasoned tournament veteran is going to get some form of nerves.
Yeah.
And in that situation, us, you know, looking on here, you can say, well, he's run up and done that low sweep, you know, 9 out of 10 times.
Right.
So you could have either outspaced him or sidestepped. But then you could also counter with, well, what if he ran up in a catch throw? But in that situation, run up catch throw, very risky.
Right.
You know, run up low that's hit 9 times out of 10, not so risky. So if it were me, I probably would have done a sidestep there. But I guarantee you, I sidestep more than 99% of DOA players.
Well, yeah, so I don't think either of them sidestepped in that match. Or very rarely. Yeah, exactly. Very rarely.
Yeah. It's something, you know, to all the DOA players out there. The sidestep, even in its current form, is very good.
Right.
You know, it's not the best, but it's a super useful tool, and it's a tool that a lot of players aren't used to, which means they'll finish strings that have a mix-up at the end, but both those mix-up options are linear.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what they do. If they finish the string and you sidestep, you're going to evade all the options.
There aren't that many tracking moves, are there?
Not that many. They are adding more tracking moves in the upcoming patch, as well as increasing the effectiveness of sidestep.
Right.
Right now, the sidestep executes instantly, 0 frames, is evasive for 18 frames, and then you are vulnerable to any attack for the next 10 frames. After the patch, it still executes instantly, 0 frames, but it's evasive for 20 frames as opposed to 18, and there's only 5 frames of recovery. So it's going to be an improved sidestep. Now here we are in the winners finals, Black Mamba versus Master.
Black Mamba 3D base god.
Yes, Mamba 3D base god. Now let's see if Manny has done his homework since DID, because this is the run back from DID, which is Manny's tournament that took place a couple months ago. They're in the home stage, which definitely benefits Hayabusa far more than it does Helena.
Well, and Master's kind of got a little bit of a revenge on this, right? Because he lost to Mamba, so...
Absolutely, yes he did. He lost to Mamba multiple times. Mamba takes that first round. We're still in the house, so Hayabusa still does have the advantage, although we haven't seen a single Azuna drop. So is it because Manny can't take advantage of it due to Mamba, or is it just that Manny hasn't gone for it?
He likes to put that style on it, so I know we're going to see it, but it seems that he's probably playing a little bit more careful when it comes to Mamba, because Mamba's not one of those people you can just
there it was.
throw them out.
We just saw a near 50% combo using the various objects in this home stage, and of course takes that round. And that's exactly why we said Hayabusa has the advantage on this stage. Now, at this point, Mamba needs to have his back to the outside wall, or at least put Master's back to the outside wall so he can get outside, because right now he is at disadvantage. We saw he lost that round. No effective punishment. You get a free low throw off that. Instead, he went with a down punch. Now, at max range, you don't get that low throw, but I don't think that was max range. Nice juggle there, about 35% damage. No punishment there, but you know, it looks like Master knows what he wants to do. But if Mamba had done a Bakuho duck after those hand slaps, Master's attack would have whipped. Almost every character gets a free down punch after those hand slaps are blocked. A lot of people don't realize that, and of course online it doesn't work.
It's very hard to get in the muscle memory of punishing too, with that fact that online it wouldn't work.
Absolutely, this is going to be a zero drop. This is going to be big damage. No, as opposed to he tried to go for, I don't know what he was really going for there. It might have been an input error. I really don't know, but that's definitely not what he wanted. We're now down in the lowest area, which means we are stuck in the home stage for the remainder of this fight, which is just as this one round. There is no way to get outside anymore. Nice block, no punish though. Instead, gets the handstand. That was not guaranteed though. Nice delay there. Oh, he tried to Bakuho duck under that. Probably didn't think it was coming. No punishment there again. That 4-4 punch is -9. No sidestep there if Manny runs up and does a regular throw there. Now, whenever you see Hayabusa in his Nimpo stance, you should be sidestepping. The only option he has that tracks is the offensive hold, and you can just do a regular free-step dodge and evade that. So whenever you see him in that stance, you should be just free-step dodging. You evade 90% of his attacks. Now, this stage probably benefits Helena a little bit more than it does Hayabusa, because she can take more advantage of that electrified floor. No punishment there again from Manny. He's got to know the frame data. I don't know why he's not punishing. Maybe because he practices online. I don't know. But punishment has not come at all from that forward punch. Now, you've been watching both these players play, the entire weekend. What do you think of their playing right now? First time we've seen them play against each other.
Well, the thing about Mamba is that he adapts to the person and what's going on at the moment. So he may start off a little slow, and but he gains momentum as the match keeps going.
Well, hopefully we're gonna see that happening, because right now he is down 1-0. Goes for the Bakuho, well, the throw into Bakuho. Gets a little bit of follow-up damage. That was guaranteed. Oh, Manny apparently just stopped blocking, giving Mamba the round. Mamba with a couple Bakuho cancels, almost like a semi-taunt. Well, going with the offensive hold right off the bat, that was definitely a little risky. Now, it's interesting that Hayabusa Master countered after that, because he was actually at advantage, but countered anyway.
I like the new animation that Hayabusa's developed for DOA 5.
Yeah, he got quite a few new animations. There's one of them right there. And Master's in the vortex. He blocks. That's exactly what he should do there. No punishment though. We saw what happened.
Not fast enough.
And again, Master did everything right there. He blocked. He didn't press any buttons. He got the defense he needed, and then failed to punish, and lost the match because of it.
And it just comes down to that muscle memory of it, though. Like once that's happened to you enough, you automatically know that you're just going to counter it.
And that's what happens when you practice online. And unfortunately, a lot of DOA players can't do anything other than practice online. As long as you know that there's a difference, and if you're going to a tournament, get in a training mode. Practice your combos, practice your setups, practice your punishment. Again, no punishment there. And it could very well end in Master losing this round, and it does.
And he's gaining that momentum. He's definitely adapting to what Master's doing here. What do you think, like this match? I feel like he's not spacing enough. Like he's really not using the Hayabusa tactics of disappearing and spacing.
Well, here's the thing. Against Helena, when she's applying pressure, especially when it's Mamba's Helena applying pressure, it's very difficult to get away from it. Very difficult. Manny's playing proper defense. He's doing everything he needs to do. He's just not punishing. There is good punishment there. I've noticed throughout the weekend, Manny loves to run up and throw you.
Yeah?
He loves to do that. Decent wall damage. Keeps the fly person. I don't like that. He put his own back to the wall, and it's gonna. Their bomb that gets some wall damage. I don't know what he was thinking, but trying to get a 4-sec of some sort, it definitely wasn't guaranteed. No punishment there. That is not safe.
how much more damage are you getting by having the wall?
Each wall hit on a stage like this is an additional 10 points of damage. So a lot of combos into the wall are going to hit the wall twice, which is going to give you an additional 20 points of damage.
And explosive walls are more?
Yes, explosive walls are additional 5 points damage on top of that. And this stage actually has an explosive wall on it, but only if you ignite the little pipes in the background there.
Right. And that's based off a 300-point health bar.
Yes, which is actually dropping to 270 in the upcoming patch.
No! So when Janli does that 70% damage combo?
It actually still be 70% because a lot of his moves got damage reduction to keep it, where it was at.
And there we have Mamba focusing on the left with that. Manny feeling looks a little exasperated. He looks a little confused, perhaps.
Manny definitely not happy. I'm sure he's done his homework on this match, but we're seeing that he's missing a lot of punishment. He's not necessarily making the spot-on strategic decisions that we see him make a lot.
Right.
And maybe Mamba has him flustered. Maybe he's tired. It is late here in Los Angeles, in Irvine, I should say.
Yeah, it's actually a 7-hour break took place after the pool play, because the pool play was at 10 in the morning, and then they've been waiting for the last 7 hours to finish this out.
Well, now Manny hasn't played today at all as far as a tournament match because he qualified yesterday.
True.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Let's see what Mamba does. Mamba is still in this. He is absolutely still in this. If he gets one hit, that's going to do it. If Mamba had gotten one hit on Hayabusa, he could have very easily taken that remaining life. Now, that was an advanced counter, which means Master knew that he was going to do a mid punch. He knew it.
Yes, because in advanced counter, you have to hit back then forward, or forward then back to counter, right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, in this situation, it was forward then back. Yeah. Nice duck. Well, actually, that was the side-step kick. Very nice side-step kick by Mamba there. Doesn't finish that throw.
Now,
no sidestep there. Now,
are we seeing a lot of D-Wave 4 tactics still? Like you're saying, there's no sidestepping. He did use power blows, but we're not seeing a lot of critical bursts either.
Well, critical burst isn't really a big deal at this point because it really only guarantees you a free hit or power blow if you're below 50%. Beyond that, it's no different than if you launch at that point in your stun combo. Now, we are seeing a sit-down stun. We're seeing D-Wave 5. What we're not seeing are sidesteps, and we're not seeing a lot of punishment. There's another power blow. We're seeing power blows left and right here, and that's going to finish it off for that round. Now, Mamba is down two rounds to one. He needs to win this match to maintain his momentum and push Manny into the losing bracket to fight Neek. Now, I was watching Neek and Manny play earlier, and Manny seemed to just be rolling on it.
Well, perhaps he was sandbagging.
It's possible.
Strategic.
Nice block. He got a little bit of punishment there. I would have actually gotten a rather the throw punishment. And while applying the pressure, goes. I have to wonder if that would have gone over. Again, he gets a guaranteed down punch and did not go for it. But he took the round, so I can't really complain.
And that evens it out now, 2-2 for both of these players. One last game to win here. What do you think needs to happen for either player, kind of? Is there anything that you're seeing that would really give one person advantage?
Well, as of right now, we're not seeing hardly any punishment on either player's part. So, honestly, I just like to see Mamba continue to apply pressure because it seems like every time Mamba gets in on Manny and applies pressure, Manny crumbles. As we saw there, again, there was no punishment. Nice attack to knock Hayabusa out of that offensive hold, jumping throw. Again, run up and throw by Master. It's one of his favorite tactics. I've seen him do it all weekend long. I'm curious as to why he's going for the knockdown as opposed to the launch. Because you see he's using the same move twice in a row, which is an automatic knockdown, but he's not getting any kind of force tech out of it. So I'm wondering why he's opting to do that instead of going for a launch. And Mamba's going to go for another throw here. Oh, no, he just goes for the kick. Opting not to go with the force tech game. Nice head crouch, though.
Very nice interruptions. He seems to know when to interrupt Master, and that helps out tremendously when fighting against Busa's pressure.
Well, now, Mamba does play Hayabusa. He actually has a pretty solid Hayabusa, so he definitely knows what Hayabusa is capable of in DOA 5. Again, no punishment by Master, and you've got to wonder, did Master not do his homework on this match? I've got, why was Mamba attacking there? I really don't know. Like, Mamba seems to be on point when he wants to be, but he's just missing a couple little things here. That wall actually caused that juggle not to finish off Master, and it gives Master another chance, but he's not going to take it. And again, as you said earlier, in those situations, it's almost best to back up and avoid the wiggle kick altogether.
Because you're putting yourself at a 50-50 there, and it's not worth it for the damage.
There, we finally get some punishment from Master. We haven't seen much of that. Now, at this point, Master can be put back in the blender. Guesses wrong. Goes back in the blender again. Guesses wrong again.
Very nice force technique by Mamba too, just putting on that pressure, not allowing Manny to respond.
And you saw how much damage that entire series took. But Master definitely coming back.
Ooh. Whipping a grab. I don't know. Was that a crush move from Elena?
That was a crush.
Yeah.
That's pretty much Elena's best crush.
Yeah. All right, well, now we're going to have Manny versus Niki.
And you see Mamba just walk off. He doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. I'm just walking off. Yeah, I got things to do.
He's playing like 3 other games here.
Not right now, though. Not right now. He's not. He's like, whatever.
I'm trying to give him an excuse.
He walked right off. Look at that. He's walking out the door. He's like, I don't need to be here anymore. Just give me my trophy.
Oh, boy.
Where's my trophy? Where's my money?
So now what do you think Manny could have done there? Because, you know, Mamba beat him at DID, so you know that he wants that revenge, but unfortunately he just couldn't figure him out.
Well, here's what I don't understand. Maybe you can help me understand this. Master, his defense was solid.
Right.
He blocked the lows and many of Helena's attacks that he needed to block. He blocked in situations where most other DOA players press buttons and get hit, and it's the reason why they call Helena a broken character. It's not because she is broken, she's a very good character. It's not because she's broken, though. It's because people keep pressing buttons instead of holding block. Manny held block. Manny had the defense he needed to have. But when he got those blocks, he failed to punish, or he failed to punish properly.
Right, right.
And we saw that the failure of punishment there allowed Mamba to keep his momentum as opposed to shifting it into Manny's favor.
Well, Mamba's back. Look, he's right there in the background. He's probably tweeting about his little win there.
See, what happened was he was like, man, is this tournament up? No, he went outside. Someone reminded him that he still has another match to play. And he's like, oh, it's not over yet?
He went and asked for his paycheck. And they're like, well, you got to wait a second. You got to actually win.
There's another match guy. Now, as I said, I saw these guys playing earlier, and it seemed like Nick just wasn't even holding his own at all.
Well, I'm hoping maybe he's doing the underdog, like I'm going to sandbag and I'm going to take advantage of Master's tactics and just wholly like come out of the gates knowing exactly what Manny's going to do.
You know, what I will say is Nick is a relatively new player to the competitive DOA scene. It's great to see him out here, and it's great to see him in the top 4.
Yeah. And obviously he's sponsored for a reason, so
exactly.
Really great to see him.
And again, like, Manny goes for that down back punch punishment instead of the throw, and he's not doing anything with down back punch. You know, the throw's going to give him more damage. I don't know why he's doing down back punch. And as you can see here, I mean, he considered put up a fight there. He got that first hit, maybe another hit in there somewhere. That was it. Now here we go again. He starts with the first hit, gets a nice parry there. Finally, Manny is punishing.
If you can get Li Feng scared from parrying like he just did there, she's going to have a very hard time with Busa.
And again, this is what I saw earlier. Manny run up and throw. He loves that run up and throw. Again, he had sights up there. Would have gotten out of that. Wow. See, no punishment. Again, I don't like Manny's punishment options at all. Now, you saw how Manny reacted to that catch throw. That's what Vanessa wasn't doing. Manny saw the catch throw, did down back punch, he immediately got out of that catch throw. That was a lot of work for not much damage.
I noticed that he's having a little bit of like some bad button pressing on it, and I remember him earlier saying that this monitor that they're playing on, although it is an Asus, and I know they only have 2 millisecond refresh rate, he said that they were a tiny bit laggy. So I'm not sure.
You know, but even if they are a little bit laggy, he's blocking everything he needs to block.
Yeah.
He's just not pressing throw in time. Or he's simply not going for throw. So if the monitors are laggy, which I don't know, I did not play on these monitors, but if the monitors are laggy, as Manny mentioned earlier, it doesn't seem to be affecting it. There's the first hit on that spinning wall. The next hit will cause that bounce back. There it is. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. He does. He's going to get a full juggle after that. It's about 45% damage on Neeks. There's that mid kick counter.
Now, how far into that string is it all guaranteed? Once your back turn, it's pretty much everything
that's
else.
All guaranteed. Yep. Everything after that mid kick counter was guaranteed. Now, he could have gotten more damage off of it, but everything was still guaranteed. This should do it, and it does. And as you said, like...
Death by trampoline. That's a horrible way to go.
Death by trampoline. Now, Neeks is trying to fight back, so, you know, let's not count him out yet. There's the guard break into the low that worked for him so well against Vanessa. You know, Manny likes to go for that offensive hold
on wake-ups. Yeah.
So I wonder if he knows something that we don't. Manny just whipping there. Well, nothing he can do. I was really expecting a run-up throw there. Now, Manny went for the Nimpo parry, which would have worked, except that Neeks' back was to the wall, which means that he teleported in place and got hit there.
Very nice pressure by Manny, just throwing her up against the wall. That's the thing with it. Manny comes out and he puts on that pressure. It's like he doesn't stop. It's like the momentum just keeps going.
And, you know, that's definitely something that Manny is known for. But, you know, there are holes in that pressure game. You can definitely put a stop to that pressure. It's just people are afraid. They're afraid of the name. They're afraid of the character. He's a super ninja.
I think you mentioned it earlier, too, that Manny might have a little bit of what they call the Wong factor, like Justin Wong, where just because of his reputation, because how everybody knows he's so good and so on and so forth, that they just get scared when playing him.
Absolutely, and you know,
it's like they have defeat already known because it's like, well, Manny's so good, I'm never gonna lose.
But you can see that the look on Nick's face there, you know, it was a look of determination. It was a look of, you know what, I'm down 0-2, but I'm not gonna go out 0-2.
Yeah.
Although right now, not working for him as he is down to just above 50%. Now he's below 50%, and, you know, Manny is just not turning it off. You know, whiffing left and right, not even carrying it. And you can tell, Nick was frozen.
Yep.
You know, Nick didn't know what to do in that situation. You know, it's almost as if this Manny just has his number right now. He's completely in his head. Nick is just getting hit by everything.
What does Li Feng need to do to come back?
Start pressing some buttons. That's for sure. Because right now he's just sitting there, not. You know, he is stunned.
Right.
You know, he's not doing it. He's not. He opens up the rounds very well, as you see here. He's opening up the rounds. And let's see what it is here. He's backing away. I like that. He needs to take his time. But, you know, again, he's going to that parry. It's almost like that's his go-to thing. You know, He's like, I know it's not my turn anymore, so I'm going to parry. Maybe he's just blocked.
Very nice punishment by Manny.
Looks like this is going to be it. And there it is. There's a parry. Now he's going to get a nice combo off of this. Now let's see how he falls up. I'd like to see him back away. He's pushing the pressure. Manny did not capitalize on that whiff. No, I definitely don't want to see a power blow whiff there. And you saw now that power blow whiff put him close enough to Manny, where all of a sudden he's like, oh no, I'm too close. What am I going to do? He froze up, and Manny did his patented run up and throw.
Well, very good performance by Neeks, though. He's somebody new to the community, and it's great to see somebody so great come to these tournaments. And
absolutely. Definitely props to him. Props to his sponsor as well for getting him out here. And, you know, he took 3rd place out of a 32-man cap bracket.
Nice.
You know, that's something to say. I took 5th place. You know, he can officially say he's better than me, even though we've never played.
Aren't we tied in 5th? Does that mean we're tied in 5th then?
We being you and I?
Yeah.
No,
is there another week?
You didn't lose in winner's final, or loser's final.
Oh.
You were 2 matches away from loser's final.
Oh, I see. Look at that puzzle hat.
I'm sorry?
The puzzle hat.
Yes, the puzzle hat. The New York puzzle hat.
He's had these ever since CGS. He had a white one in CGS, and it's kind of like his signature almost.
It's funny because Mamba just looks bored right now. He's like, whatever. I'm adjusting my music, whatever.
Yeah, I remember earlier, Vanessa's like, oh, there's Mamba. And I'm like, where? And she's like, the puzzle hat. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is his patented trademark.
Button check.
Yeah, button check. I blame Street Fighter for button checks.
Now, it's going to be interesting coming into this last one here. Manny has to come back out of losers, so that means he has twice as much of an uphill battle.
Manny has to win the first 3 out of 5 set.
Yep.
To reset the bracket, and then win another 3 out of 5 set. Mamba choosing his outfit. This is an important decision. Now let's see if we're going to get a stage that perhaps might favor Hayabusa over Helena.
And as you can see up there, L is Master being from loser's bracket, and the W is obviously from the winner's bracket of Mamba 3D Based God.
I just thought it meant that Master was sponsored by losers. Oh, just kidding, Master. Now I don't think this stage really benefits either character, so we're on fairly even ground here. And Master is in the blender, guesses wrong, goes back into the blender, guesses wrong again. Mamba gonna back up, give him a little bit of space. And he's did run up and throw again. Let's see what he capitalizes off of here. He's gonna get the maximum damage. It looks like he does. He's gonna he doesn't. Run up and throw again. I think I've seen more run up and throw today than I've seen in the past like 6 months of DOA. And Manny's going to go back into the blender here. Let's see if he guesses wrong. He does. Blocks again. You know, now that time it actually worked out for him, but he still wasn't able to capitalize properly. Oh, tries to press a button. He's going to go back into the blender. Guesses wrong. Nice guess. Oh, that was a fantastic counter. Let's see if he applies the pressure. Nice tech roll. You saw there. Mamba tech rolled away from the wall to make sure that Master could not get the second hit and hit the trampoline into more guaranteed damage. No sidestep at all there, like not even looking at sidestep, just on the block, which isn't really a bad strategy against Helena. Gets his 4 second of his own, puts him in the sit down stun. Nice counter though.
I noticed Mamba's not really using the Bokuho a lot either. I think it's because Master knows how to get out of that.
Well, it's that, and it's also the fact that Bokuho in Dead or Alive 5 tech crouch is slower than Bokuho does in DOA 4.
Right.
So it's not as useful of a tool, and honestly, Helena doesn't need it right now because nobody knows how to get around her blender. And Master is back in the blender. Guesses right. No punishment there. He's going to go into the trampoline. Let's see what Mamba follows up with. He's going to get max damage and put him back in the blender. Now, Manny actually guessed right there, and it turns out gets a counter into the wall again. Another counter. Gets that throw over the wake-up kick. And, of course, we've got power blow cancels because that's the thing to do. Wow, no counter there. Instead tries to go for the evasive attack, but too close. Gets put back in the blender. Guesses wrong again. Now, I really think this is a game that Master needs to win. You know, Master needs to set a precedence here saying, I can beat you and I'm going to do it right here and now.
Yep. Needs to really take that momentum.
Going into the trampoline, follows it up, doesn't go for max damage, possibly because of distancing, or spacing rather. Well, Mamba just letting go of block. Looks like this is going to be Master's game, and in fact it is. He takes the first game. That was a key game.
Yep.
You know, it sends Mamba Master saying, hey, you beat me once, but you're going to have to work to do it again. And again, this is the run back from DID where, you know, again, they fought in grand finals and Master was not able to reset that bracket. Now, do you think that Master can really keep the momentum up? We're in the exact same stage, although it's a different form of stage. Do you think that he can keep up this momentum throughout the entire set? Double sets, actually.
Yeah, he's actually winning with over about 75% health. It's so comfortable when you have something like that, because you can make mistakes. And you can start in these like long Helena juggles and not even bat an eye at it.
Now, again, we're not seeing a lot of proper punishment by Master. I've got to wonder why he's not going for, you know, the guaranteed punishment.
I think a lot of it's just it's muscle memory, and you know, playing online is going to be very hard to get that muscle memory down. Very nice. Once again, with over 50% health, you know, very confident, very comfortable.
And one of the things that we've noticed is that Mamba has not been able to get off his new blender very much during this match, especially during that last round.
I noticed that Manny's actually spacing really well too now, and he's like letting Helena whiff in front of him.
And it looks like this is going to put Master back in the blender. Let's see if he can get right. He does not. Mamba looking to continue. Now Mamba goes for his own run up and throw, but Manny saw it coming.
Showtime with the Tigers, but unfortunately it's nowhere near them.
And that is the one flaw of Hayabusa, is that elbow is high. Mamba ducked under it and punished Hayabusa for it. Nice counter there. He knew that was coming.
Very nice whip punishment.
This is going to put Master back in the blender with it back to the wall. Goes for the wall throw. That's going to do it. Now, this is a key round here. If Manny wins this round, he goes up 2-0. If Mamba wins the round, he ties it up and puts himself one step closer to winning this tournament. Let's see what he's going to follow up with. Puts Manny back into the blender. And he guesses right, but gets put right. Oh, no, he goes for the throw instead, but there was no counter by Master. Instead, Mamba going to take about 40% for that wrong guess. There's the zoom drop advanced counter. He knew that punch was coming, and you know, why would Mamba finish that string? It only has one option to finish it.
It was very, very interesting at the end. I felt like they could have punished in any of those situations.
You know, they've been missing punishment left and right already. So now, right now, it's tied up at 1-1.
Right.
What does this mean for Master, who had such a dominating first game?
You know, he still has 5 more games, essentially, that he has to win to be able to come back, while Mamba only has 2. And when you put it like that, I mean, it's going to be very hard.
Manny with no side step there, no counter there on that charge move. Gets the zoom drop counter, goes for the juggle, misses the last hit though. Mamba teched out of it. Nice block. Again, not really liking the punishment he's going with. Now, I will take that punishment. Goes over a 4-sec of his own. Mamba just not holding block. Got some spacing going on. Now, to all you online players, it is okay to space. It is okay to turtle. Turtling is a valid strategy, and it's a strategy that's honestly not that hard to beat.
Now, why do you direct that towards online players?
Because you know how much hate mail I get from people that, oh, all you do is back up. You never attack me, blah, blah. You know what? Obviously, I did attack you because I just beat you. No punishment again there from Master. I don't know what's going on here.
And his punishments are punches, which will get beat out if you're not doing it fast enough, though.
Again, no punishment.
Very nice sidestep.
Now, I like that punishment, but again, I would really rather see the throws because he's opening himself up to counters by trying to go for attack punishment in the strings. Goes for the sit-down stun. Nice counter there. I would have liked to see a sidestep, but hey, the counter worked for him. No punishment again.
Now, when sidestepping that move, would he be able to get guaranteed combo and damage off that as well?
Absolutely. Putting him back into the blender with his back to the wall. Guesses wrong on the wall hit. Back in the blender once again.
Ooh.
Guesses wrong again. He puts him back in the blender. No. You know, he could have gotten a free hit there instead. So goes for a hit that's not guaranteed. Gets it blocked, but doesn't have the wall pressure. Let's see what he does after this 4-sec. No punishment. Oh.
Now, why did Mamba low counter there? He figured he was going to go for that easy break defense low?
Probably, because, you know, low countering is actually very good in this game. Mamba applying that pressure, backing away a little bit, probably a smart choice. Wow, he waited for it. He knew that was coming. This is going to be some pretty big damage here. And in fact, it was about 40%. Tries to go for the run-up and throw. Mamba saw through it, though. Puts him back in the blender. Let's see if Manny can get right. He does guess right. He's going to back away. I like this. I don't like the power blow cancel.
That's just for flair, isn't it?
You know, it's really funny because you see one and then the other person does it too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I can do it. Mamba starting out the round with the Bakuo throw. Puts Master in the blender. Guesses wrong. Master backs away. Doesn't try to put him back in the blender, but instead, you know, it looked like Master tried to do run up and throw again. No punishment again. That was not a guaranteed punishment there, that back punch. Nice low counter to avoid that high. Nice low counter again to avoid the high, although it's not quite working out for him. He's got some spacing going on.
Tried to sidestep, but unfortunately Master did a nice low swing tracking move and took that round. It's now in his favor, 2-1, and that's good.
And he is up 2-0. Now this is a must-win situation for Mamba, or else Master will reset the bracket and we're going to play another best of 5. Knives looking on the background, Marvel player. Goes for that sidestep kick, tries to put it back in the blender. Again, you know, you can get better options than that. Backing away, they want a little bit of space. Whiff, but no punishment. Another whiff, no punishment. Goes for the Zuna drop. Gonna go for the combo instead.
Now, does that do more damage than the Izuna?
It does. And again, it looks like Manny is using that momentum to his favor. You know, because this looks like a carbon copy of the last match.
And this map, too, is a very neutral map.
Yeah, it's a lot more open. You know, there's far fewer obstacles, far fewer danger zones in this map. None, actually, other than the walls. Nice crush there.
Jinx.
And, you know, one thing we haven't seen a lot of is there's really been no blender this match.
I like the spacing that Manny's doing, too. I've noticed that when she was doing the wake-up.
No punishment again. That is -9. There's the punishment. Thank you.
Run up and grab. That's worked out really well. You know, because when you're in that little bit of health, you get scared. You know, you don't want to get hit. You don't want to get stunned.
Look, he tried to go for run up and throw again, and Mamba said no. Nice evasion of that low wake-up kick. Puts him back in the blender. Probably could have done a little bit more damage on the wall, but still, any damage is good damage in that situation. There is the Izuna drop, goes for the combo afterwards. Puts him in the force tech. Oh, now he was actually at disadvantage there, which is why Manny countered, but Mamba did nothing. And it looks like Mamba's almost lost right now, just kind of tossing stuff out.
Nice!
Yeah, you know what? You know,
that was amazing.
He knew that was coming.
He
knew that
made
was
it
coming.
go down to a sliver just so he could do that.
Everybody watching knew that was coming, and Manny still went for it. Manny backing up, going for something that's very unsafe.
He's really seemed to gain the momentum this time.
There's some punishment. There we go. And finally, we're starting to see punishment, and you know what? Manny is winning. Tries to put him back in the blender. Doesn't quite work. Oh, come on. You knew that was coming. There's the run up and throw again. Closes out that set 3-1. We have reset the bracket, ladies and gentlemen. We are now in the second half of the Grand Finals bracket. The next person to win 3 games will take home the Southern California Regional 2013 Dead or Alive 5 Championship.
Do you think we're going to have a character change by Mamba?
You know what? If he was going to character change, it should have been right here, and he didn't do it. Oh, wait. Yes, he is. There it is. As I said, if he's going to character change, that's where it needs to happen.
Cat's got your tongue. No?
No.
Oh.
No. Maybe a cat's got your tongue.
No, maybe not a character change. I mean, he doesn't seem to be on anybody else besides Helena.
Maybe he just wanted some time to sit.
He wants a breather, yeah. He wants to think. He wants to kill Master's momentum because he definitely gained Master's momentum there at the end.
Absolutely, you know, and this is a wise choice. Yeah, he is in fact going to stay with Helena. You know, interesting enough, why do you think he didn't pick Lei Feng? Because he is a seasoned Lei Feng player.
He obviously was contemplating there. He was sitting there thinking, and he made the choice that whatever he's going to do with Helena now is hopefully going to improve tenfold, because he did have a little bit of a clean sweep in the beginning, so perhaps if he could just get back into the way he was when he first started playing against Manny.
And he puts him right back in the blender. This is exactly how Manny Mamba will start this, but not with that advanced counter. Takes about 35%. Back to the wall, though. This is very close quarters, and you know the defense is great right now. Yeah, you can't Bakuo duck under that. No punishment there.
That's pretty unsafe.
Or correction, technically he did get that low hit punishment, but he could have gotten better punishment. Puts him back in the blender. Yes, it's wrong. Could have gotten a little more damage on the wall. I don't know what Mamba was going for there, because that down kick is not going to beat out any wake-up kicks. Side step punch. Now that's going to set off the stage hazard. Goes for the frame advantage throw into the stage hazard again for extra damage. No counter, no side step by Manny there. Oh, I expected a full run up and throw. Nice crush. That's not going to do it though. Puts him back in the blender. Interesting choice there. You know, I almost sense the exhaustion from these players.
Because of how long they've been waiting. It's been a pretty long day, having to play at 10 in the morning and then waiting until 8 o'clock. Very nice offensive hold. He has that pressure against Mamba up against the wall.
Absolutely, and it looks like we're going to go for the sit-down stun. Now, Manny needs this win. You know what? I thought that was going to be run to throw. I would have gotten hit there too. Now, Kat, right now we're at a reset.
Right.
How important is this first match?
Like you said earlier, you know, it really starts to kind of just show the other person, like, you have to catch up after they win that first round. So it gives you that buffer. It gives you more comfort. You can make a few more mistakes and not feel so pressured to have to kind of, you know, be stuck in those situations that you don't want to be in.
Nice evasion of that low wake-up kick. You know, we're seeing a lot of blocking, which is absolutely great. We're seeing very little punishment. Oh, he messes up that blender. You know that was not the input he wanted. He definitely wanted that blender, and that cost him the round. That ties it up at 2 rounds apiece. That was a crucial error there by Black Mamba. Puts Manny back into the blender. Is Manny going to guess right? He does not, but cannot put him back in the blender. Now Manny's on the offensive prowl. Is just going to put him back in the blender? It is. Guesses wrong. Oh, goes for the Azuna drop. This is going to hurt because it's going to go into that stage hazard. Oh, no, he whiffs. He does not get the stage hazard.
Now, was that the gravity? It looked as if the gravity had played in that because he seemed to have timed it as soon as he could.
Well, you know, it may have been. I don't think it was a gravity issue. I think Mamba just tagged.
Oh, if he had run up and grabbed, if he had did the higher boost, if he had did what Manny always does, he would have had that last round.
You know, and again, why is Manny missing so much punishment? Why are we not seeing punishment here? You know, we're seeing some attack punishment here and there, but, you know, even the attack punishment isn't giving him any advantage. It's giving him less damage than he would get from throw punishment. Why are we not seeing throw punishment from Master here?
Hasn't had quite as much experience as he needed coming into this last match. Which, I don't know how soon these players knew that Mamba was coming, but I at least knew a couple weeks ahead that Mamba was going to head out, so he could have played and had those matches against Helena.
Mamba made it known a while ago that he was coming out to some California regional. Very few people knew that Master was going to be here, though. We are on Primal, which is the bottom half of the flow stage. Nice tech crouch. Puts him in that stun reset, goes back into the blender, backs away. I like that decision, and it paid off for him. Low counter. He knew it was coming.
Very good pressure. I love those new animations that he now has an air grab, which is really cool. And he's turned into a grappler character this time. Do you think it's because of all those added, like, offensive holds?
I think, you know, his main tool is the Azuna drop, and I think, you know, Team Ninja said, hey, you know, his tool is the Azuna drop, so we're going to make him a grappler. Manny is back into the blender. Guesses wrong. This could be it. It is.
Nice.
And, you know, what is this saying to Master when Mamba is now up 2 rounds to none, about to tie it up at 1 game apiece in this final set?
It's really even here. I think it's either person's game.
Nice sidestep. We finally saw Master's sidestep, and look how it paid off for him. I can't be happier right now. We are now in the water, although Slippery Surface is not going to come into effect. No punishment there again, and that might have killed Helena. But, you know, Helena loses anyway. You know, why are we not seeing this punishment? I'm baffled. I'm about to run up and slap Master myself. Like, hey, please punish. What's he going to do up against the wall here? Guesses right. No punishment again. That is not safe. No punishment again.
He's blocking correctly, too.
You know what, though? That might have been lag on the monitor because we saw he did a low counter immediately after blocking that last low. So he might have tried to counter the low and the latency on the monitor, and you can see he's not happy. I guarantee you that that was a latency issue on the monitor, which we know that Master complained earlier. He complained earlier, right? Yep.
It is now even up between these guys, 1-1. Who do you think has the momentum going into this now? Let's even up.
Well, I would say it's definitely Mamba because, you know, Mamba has the advantage. Mamba beat Manny last time, and this stage itself, because it's smaller, because Manny's going to have a harder time spacing, it's going to be in Mamba's favor. Nice punishment there on that teleport. He's going to put him back into the blender. Let's see what he can do. Manny guesses wrong. Puts him back into the blender, and he's back to the ropes again. Nice way to get out of that. Guesses right and capitalizes on it. Mamba went for the patented down punch throw. Gonna put him back in the blender. No, does not put him in the blender. Nice Bokuo duck. Now he's gonna go back into the blender with some wall pressure. No, no. No, he didn't counter that. He didn't step that. Helena can't cancel that move. Once she's charging, that's all there is to it. Nice run up and throw. I can see that coming a mile away. No punishment there. That was not safe. Finally, a critical burst. That's the first critical burst we've seen this entire double set. In fact, I think that this is the first critical burst we've seen the entire top 4. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Vanessa had mini critical bursts with Janley. I forgot about that. No punishment again. You know, at this point, I'm just going to count the number of times they actually do punishment because it's so few I'll get it on one hand. No punishment again.
He tried to, though. He did the low grab. I really do think that perhaps that latency issue, I mean, maybe it's even that he, you know, do you ever get that where you think there's a latency issue too and that affects you? But sometimes there might not be.
Absolutely, you know, and it very could well be a latency issue. But, you know, half the time he's not even going for the low throw. So I've got to wonder if there, you know, it was an afterthought like, oh, that's unsafe.
Right.
You know, which caused him to delay. Because, again, you know, if it's a latency issue, he's not even going for the throw half the time. And we are tied up here in the last round of this match, the third match of this set. Now, this is an important match because whoever wins this match will be one match away from winning the entire tournament. No punishment there at all. I like Mamba backing away. Let's see what he can do. The pressure's on. He tries to go for the critical burst. Did not get the critical burst. Goes for the power blow anyway. Goes for the wall throw. Doesn't get it. This could be it. Let's see what's going to happen. Nice. He's going to drop counter. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh, he misses the combo because of the proximity of those ropes. Mamba with a punish and gets that.
Did Master have that round too if that combo had landed?
You know, it would have been very close. It would have been a very different round.
Especially because it was up against the ropes too, which would have given wall damage plus electricity damage.
It absolutely would have been a very different round if he had gotten that combo. But, you know, I can't say that's Master's fault because sometimes when you're in close proximity to the wall, it's very difficult to time the juggle that you need.
Right.
Now, Master is in a must-win situation. If he does not win this match, it is completely over. Excuse me, this match is completely over. You know, he's off to a great start, though. Minimal punishment there.
Down punch for punishment is definitely extremely minimal damage.
Yeah, not when you can get a low throw. You know, there are certain situations where attack punishment is going to be better than throw punishment, but that was definitely not one of them.
And here we're seeing critical burst and power blow. Ooh, nice.
You know, Master's showing that he knows he needs to win this match. I kind of would have liked to see him take some time, but Master's not the type of player to take his time. He wants to get right back into that match and show that, hey, that was a fluke that you just won.
Very good wall punch. Let's see if he can keep this up.
Nice counter there. Goes. Oh, misses his juggle. Wonder if that's going to come back to again, no punishment, and he's going to take damage for it. That's going to do it. He did not punish and lost the round. Cap, why is Master not punishing?
Not enough experience with Helena.
You know, I like to say it's latency on the monitors, but I can't. Because we're saying he's not even going for the throw.
Very nice side step.
Smart choice to back away there. Very wise.
I noticed he uses Helena almost like Ayane too, where he's always kind of back turned.
You know, with this version of Helena, it's not a bad thing to do. Nice Bokuo duck, not able to capitalize off it though. There's run up and throw. Pat did one more touch and there it is. Now, if Master wins this round, what does it mean to Mamba's game?
Well, that puts him tied up, which just puts even more pressure in this final game. If Mamba can come back in this round right here, I think he'll be just that one round closer. It's just that much easier. That's all he needs.
Wow, you know, he just sat there as Master countering his face. You can see the pressure is on. There might even be some latency on this monitor. I don't know, but both players definitely seem to be, you know, not playing to the best of their abilities.
Very nice counter. Is this gonna kill? Oh, it didn't connect, but doesn't matter. Did a nice down back punch.
You know what? That's not the first time that's happened, so I've got to wonder, is that not guaranteed and just Mamba started teching?
I'm not sure. So what do you think now? Going into this is it. This is for all the marbles. What's going to happen?
Mamba's got it. You know why? Because Mamba's going to say, I need to put him in that blender more. I'm not doing it. Oh, wait. No, we're not going to see a character change. This is not the time to do a character change. This is not the time to do a character change. If you want to change characters, do it when you've got more than one game to give.
Right.
This is why would Mamba be changing characters here?
It's that I've seen this before. It's a character complex. You know, you're doing so well with your character, all of a sudden you lost the last couple of games, and then you go through this like, is this my character? Is this the problem? It looked like he might be picking Lee Fang too, just like you said. He's a very seasoned Lee Fang player. Maybe he's just trolling us.
You know, we saw it before where Mamba wanted time to think.
Right.
If you're going to take some time to think, this is definitely the time to do it.
Yep.
But do you think we're going to see a character change?
Well,
I guess he cut you off there saying, no, I'm not.
No?
You know what, though?
He's trolling us. I told you.
You know what? He was trolling Master. That was the perfect strategy because Master, for at least a split second there, had to think, oh, no, do I need to put up with Alpha? Have we been practicing as Alpha? Do I need to put up with Lei Fang? You know, that was perfect. Even if he's not going to change, it made Master think differently. It made Master think, how am I going to plan this strategy out? Let's see if it pays off for him. So far, it is. Gets the juggle. Does not get the 4-sec blender, though. But still, there's Manny's first hit. He's going to get the 4-sec blender here. Backs away. I kind of like that. No punishment again. Or rather, not ideal punishment. Completely missing, but
I noticed that he's kind of missing these juggles. They seem to just be falling to the ground before he can finish.
I mean, it absolutely might be the issue of a latency.
Yeah.
You know, with the converter with the monitor, or it may be that Manny thinks there's latency and it's in his head. You know, unfortunately, I haven't played on the monitor, so I don't know what the case is. But, you know, as we mentioned earlier, Manny did complain of latency on these monitors. So, or maybe, you know, he actually said he thought it was the HDMI converter. So it may be that. We don't know. Again, I have not played on these monitors myself, so I can't say.
Let's see if he can keep up that wall pressure. Very nice.
Puts him back into the blender, guesses wrong twice. As I said, he's going to put him in the blender. That's exactly what he's done here. And now he is one round away from taking not only DID, but SCR.
Oh, and he finally punished it!
We finally saw it. And you know what? He's going to win this round because of it. Just watch. The stage hazard is activated. Mamba's going to put him back in the blender. Manny has to guess right here. He does not. Back in the blender again. Guesses right, though. Nice counter. There was a counter.
Now, that was punishable, but
that was not punishable.
Oh, that was safe.
That is safe. That's -5. You can see that the look at you know, Manny looks tired.
It's been a very long day, SCR.
But you know what? He finally punished, and he won the round.
Absolutely
I
right.
should be a coach. Pay me some money. You know what? I'm pretty sure I wrote a strategy guide that talked about punishment.
I'm pretty sure that you kind of did that in a writing sense, which will be obsolete after this pack.
Not obsolete.
Not completely, not completely.
Not completely obsolete.
No, of course not.
And you know what? The section that talks about punishment, definitely not obsolete.
Brian, here we are. We're in the finals. It's tied. What is going to happen?
And you know what? He's going to sweep again. That was amazing.
Oh.
He did 3 Bokuho sweeps in a row, and Master ate every single one of them. And I can't blame him because eventually, you know, he's going to mix it up.
Nice counter. He needed that to switch around the momentum here.
Finally gets the 4-sec he wants, gets the wall hit. This is anybody's game right now. We are coming down to the wire. Both players are below 50%. Oh my God.
Very nice interruption. I think that wasn't predictable. I think that was just random.
The next thing could be amazing. Master takes it. Master has won Southern California Regionals 2013. He has got the run back on Black Mamba, and Mamba's not so quick to walk away this time, is he?